What's up, everybody? That time of the day, that time of the week, that time of the month.
Again.
You're listening to me, Big Papa.
And I'm John.
The good,
The band.
the ugly. With an emphasis
On ugly.
on ugly. That's what we've always been told.
Yes.
A lot of people say that. Which one are you? And you're a dick. So, we started off the show right away.
Hey, attaboy.
Click that explicit box. Make sure we say the F word. Well, so this is the show of the week. We only have one this week.
Yes.
So how have you been?
Good, man. You?
Have a good week?
Yeah.
Do anything fun?
No.
Really?
No, not really.
Yes, you did.
You're right, I did.
You fanboyed
I did.
like a little 5-year-old meeting the Hulk Hogan for the first time. We went and saw the Femmes of Rock. He was acting. I had to walk away.
Good
to
idea.
walk away.
Good idea.
Do you like milk with your cereal? I was waiting for that question. I was like,
She was drinking an IPA. I had to talk.
yeah. And you know what?
I had to find out.
I'll bet you will remember that conversation a lot
More
longer
than
than
she
she will.
will.
Oh, and
That's
your
okay.
wife will remember that conversation
Yes,
a lot
probably.
longer than she will let you forget.
Probably.
Yeah. She's looking at me. She's like, I'm going to the car. She's like, he's being ridiculous. You should have seen him when he met Blackberry Smoke.
Yeah.
She said he was even worse. I don't know. I walked away. I had to walk away.
Good.
Jesus. So anyways,
Anyhow, it's movie night.
it is movie night. Where's the popcorn?
Ah, that's what we forgot
We forgot. We should have popcorn.
on movie night.
It is movie night, yes. So, as you know, we jump around from entertainment source to entertainment. We've
Yeah.
had Ian Bagg on as a comedian. We've had a bunch of musicians. Today, it's actor night.
Yes.
It is. We have in our waiting room right now Laura Stisser, and we're going to invite her to come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch this.
Watch this. I'm watching.
Boom! Snap my fingers, and there she is.
Boom.
What are you, Fonzie?
I am Fonzie.
Attaboy.
Now remember
Here it comes.
what we've been told.
What?
No talk
Oh, yeah.
of the midget porn.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you told us not to mention it. We will
I
not
did.
mention it.
That's the one thing I said not to, and you just did. So thanks.
Why was she a key grip?
Anyway,
It's movie night.
Key grip. That's a whole different meaning in
Oh, well,
porn,
yeah,
the porn
you're right.
industry. I
I
think.
didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Are you the grip? No.
Are you the grip? I am not.
All right. You got to stop because
I'm
you
gonna.
went overboard before. So, Laura, welcome to the show. As you can see, it is loose and fast and furious, and you will either love it or hate it
Yep.
within a couple seconds.
we have already determined that.
If she says
She
I
hates
gotta
it.
go,
She hates it. Yeah.
we know why.
Oh, well, kids got to be at school in the morning. Now.
Yep. Gotta pack a lunch.
So, Laura, you are a Syracuse resident. You're from Chicago. I have read.
I was born in Chicago. Yes.
Okay, I am actually leaving for Chicago this week.
Ooh, lucky you.
Yeah, I'm bringing my bulletproof vest and a taser. And
You think you're gonna need them all?
2 wallets. One wallet with $1 in it, and the other wallet I'll keep in my shoe. So,
Okay.
You know what? We went there last fall, and we were out past dark, and we had an amazing time. We were not nervous. We weren't scared. They're really cleaning up, like making sure the waterfront is
down by
is
the
good to
pier.
go and safe. Yeah, it's gorgeous there. You're gonna have an amazing time.
Yeah, I go there every other year.
Oh,
But if
okay.
either I
So
go
I'm
there
with
this
you.
time every other year, or if I'm not there, then I'm down in New Orleans. So,
Okay, I haven't been there. That sounds sweet.
oh, New Orleans is my by
Nolans.
far.
Nolans.
Nolans. I don't know. You know what I call it? I call it Pepto-Bismol, because when I get back, I've eaten so many foods that I shouldn't be eating.
Right.
That food is good. The music is great. People are friendly. And, you know,
Yeah.
they were #1 murder capital. They beat
Yeah,
Chicago
they
this
did.
year. So, you
Yeah.
know,
Hey,
thumbs
cheers.
up to you guys
Yeah.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, you did it. You did it.
You did it.
That was on the front page.
It's a close one.
It literally was on the front page of the New York Post when I flew in to New Orleans last year at this time,
Okay.
and people literally had that trade rag sitting in the bars and stuff. We did it.
Wow.
Yep.
I guess you got to be good at something.
That's right. That's right. So,
You know?
congratulations, New Orleans.
Yeah, I just noticed something though. When she put her hands up, do you have a spider tattoo?
No, you know what? It's so funny that you say that. Everybody thinks it's a spider.
It's
and
not?
I know
It looks-
why, but I hate spiders, terrified of spiders. I would never get a spider tattoo. This is actually it's a minimalistic sign of the tarot card, the star.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about tarot at all, but it is basically hope, success, intuition, all good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to manifest that shit, just to
Gotcha.
keep my career moving along and my personal life.
Because at first it looked like a spider. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not that hardcore.
Okay.
What would bring you to point out a tattoo on a guest?
I have no idea. It was there. I don't know.
You got one too. I see yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a guitar pick?
It is.
It used to be an elf's nose, but
Yeah.
I filled it in because
Yes, it is a guitar pick.
he's got a tramp stamp too.
I do
I was
not.
going to say, I was wondering if you're covering up her ex-girlfriend's name or something,
No.
No, he has a tramp stamp on the back though that says if you can read this, you're too close.
No, it says deposit quarter here.
My nephew is
Back
about
up.
300 pounds, and he has literally tramp stamp tattooed on his
Oh,
back.
my goodness.
On the bottom. And it is,
There you go. There's your
There
next
you
one.
go.
That's my next
There's
one.
your next one.
Yeah.
Blasting area,
Blast it, yeah.
back up.
Let's get rolling.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you're from you're born and raised in Syracuse, but you're born in Chicago, raised in Syracuse.
pretty much. Yeah.
And you've done some movies.
I have to shout out Oswego too, because I actually grew up in Oswego and I moved here in my 20s. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not going to hold that against you.
Nope.
I know.
Not at all.
Not going to hold that against you. So the movies that you've shot, have they all been Syracuse-based films, or have they been all over? Did you go to New York? Or
Yes. No, there's movies down in Long Island, one in New York City, one in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse. I think that's my. Yeah, I think that's about it.
And how
Pretty
long?
much covered all New York State. Oh, Albany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
How long have you been doing it?
This year will be my 7th year.
So 7 years and already been in some movies. I think that's pretty. That's
It is,
pretty
yeah.
cool because some people go a whole lifetime and don't come up with shit.
No.
I have to say that I'm very stubborn and very determined. I definitely found my passion, and I surrounded myself with really good people.
Okay.
Very, very cool people that literally took me under their wing. People younger than me that were classically trained. I was never classically trained. And these kids were, coming out of all these major film schools and theater schools. And I became friends with one in particular that I was in a movie with here in Syracuse that went pretty far. 12 Days with God. I don't know if you guys know that.
No.
No.
And that's actually on Pureflix.
I was going to ask you what
Promo.
Pureflix was.
I know.
Right there. What is Pureflix?
What is that?
Not to take you off.
Pureflix is the Christian Netflix.
Oh, that's why we've never seen it.
It's the best way. Yeah, you probably would never seen that before, but yeah, it's the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's different.
Yeah. I think my TV would catch on fire if I looked at it. It literally would burst into flames.
Yes.
Yeah. Like they won't say little Nicky on that one.
No.
No. So Pureflix, 12 Days of God, 12 Days with God. Sorry.
Yep.
So is that your biggest role, or?
I would say yes. The only other role that I have that's if people say, "What can I see you on?" would be Hulu, in Big Time Adolescence.
Yes,
And
that was filmed right here.
That was filmed here. Pete Davidson. Yeah. Say what you want about Pete Davidson, but I loved him. That was awesome.
I
think
you know what? Just because he has a hard on for
I was
Syracuse
gonna
with
say,
that
he
one
was the
comedy
one
made,
who
yeah.
decided to give us a 1-star review.
Who cares? We live here and we think it sucks.
I know.
It's just, we can bitch about it as much as we want, but
Exactly.
as soon as somebody else goes, this place is an armpit.
Right.
We're
We
gonna
know.
culture cancel him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
I totally agree with you. But you know what? he put us on the map with that movie. It's a great movie. American High Production Company is a phenomenal company.
Mm-hmm.
They put so many movies out here in Syracuse. They're amazing.
Well, between them and just the work that the Syracuse, the folks with our local government that are bringing this, the commissioner of the movies and all that
Yes.
were here.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to mention Eric Final's name because,
Well,
he pissed me off the other day.
oh, okay. Well, then you
I
can
didn't
say
know.
it.
My friend's here shooting, right?
Yeah.
And we're walking through. Now, I don't know they're shooting yet.
Oh,
He
this
just
is-
says, "Hey,
yeah,
meet
yeah.
me at the Italian Fest."
Yep.
So I walk, and I see him in the crowd. I walk up, "Hey, what's going on?" Give him the bro hug, start talking. He goes, "Yeah, come on, let's walk." I'm like, "All right, you keep walking." And then out of nowhere, I hear, "What are you going to try to be in every shot, Diulio?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I turn around like, "What the hell's going on?" They got the camera, they got the little monitor,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. And it's Eric. And
Okay.
Eric's is like one of the producers apparently on this movie that Andy's working on. And I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me that this?
Right.
I would have dressed more like a Guido if I'm going to be walking with Andy. He says,
Because that
"No,
would
no,
have been as funny.
Right, exactly,
Correct.
So
Yeah.
there
It's
you
funny.
go. So there you go. I'm,
Yep.
I hope my ass wasn't eating my shorts when I was walking with him. That's all.
Well,
Probably. My daughter said, "Please, tell me what you were wearing," and you weren't wearing your camo shorts. I said, "No." So they wouldn't be able to see me on camera.
right.
Yeah. So yes. So shout out to Eric Vinyl and Andy DeVoli. There you go.
Absolutely.
So they did bring a lot to Syracuse, and hopefully with actors like yourself, and we do say actor because we did check.
Yes.
So for those of you who are sitting there saying he called her an actor, that's
Yeah, no, I prefer actor. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah.
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 Because it's just one shot across the board. That's
That's
it.
right.
That's
right.
So yeah.
You're
Thanks
not
for
a
asking.
musician, or a musician.
Right.
You're just
yeah.
a musician.
He's a musician.
That's right. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's it.
So kudos to you for that as well.
Yep.
But that gives you a chance to do a lot more work without them having to go look all over the place, or putting out a half-ass casting call of a bunch of nitwits like myself that would show up and not know a thing about what we're doing. So
Yeah, it does. It does give it. It's nice to have somewhat of a recognizable name in Syracuse, in the community.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't go down the street and be like, Laura, can I have your autograph? Because no one knows who the hell I am.
right.
and that's fine, and that's totally fine. I mean, maybe someday, who knows? But
You wait till I ever meet her.
She's on the podcast now. So,
I mean, it's like see her in person is what I'm saying.
all right, don't talk about your stalking. Look out your window.
he's in the house.
Jeff's outside your window.
Yeah. No, but you're on the podcast now, so people will stop you. So yeah, because we're
All right, cool. Bring
Yep.
it. Absolutely.
we have been.
We have been.
I don't know how that happened.
I have no clue.
It's great when you are with someone who's in your business, who
Yeah.
thinks that the people walk up and go, "Hey, it's you," and the person you're with is like, "Yeah, it's me," and they go, "You're on the podcast," and I was
Yep.
like, "There you go, fella."
Awesome.
Yep.
That was
there it
me.
is.
They recognized.
Yep.
You're the one that pissed off Daryl.
Yep.
Which you have worked with Mr. D.R. Ryder.
Yeah.
I have. Daryl is a hell of a guy. He really is very talented.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
What was it like working with him?
So Ian Brown is a local musician. I don't know if you know him or not. He's a phenomenal singer, producer, and he was doing music video locally.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Samfier is also a director, writer here in Syracuse and in LA. He was directing the video, and they put out a casting out for someone to play the mother and the father, and Ian was playing himself.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, we all met that day. We had instant chemistry, and we worked until 3:00 in the morning and produced an amazing music video.
It was great.
It was great. Yeah.
Very moving.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
moving.
I always tell my friends and family, make sure you have your tissues, not to toot my horn, but it wasn't me. It was everything. It was just the lighting, the music, the movement, the chemistry. It was just a perfect storm.
Yes.
Well, for somebody who has,
and I got to meet Daryl, and now we're friends for life, and that was a bonus.
for
Yeah.
somebody who has, well, for people who have kids, I mean, it really hit home.
Oh God, yes.
You know.
Especially
Yeah.
kids that will go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like we're telling the story of a movie you don't want to know the ending, but it's
Right.
It's a very I don't even say heartwarming. It's a very
No, it's
emotional
it's,
piece.
yeah.
It is emotional, but it is also an eye opener.
Oh yeah,
And
it hits
because-
home
Drive
hard.
home,
Yeah.
not to text when you're driving, basically.
Yeah.
So, and Ian wrote a beautiful song. It's just like I said, it was great. I would work with any one of those guys again because I had an amazing time.
There you go. So she note to self: Laura likes playing Daryl's wife.
Yes.
DR's
Yeah, when I'm not laughing.
DR's
Yeah, right.
wife. DR's wife.
Were there bloopers in that? I mean, there had to be.
How
Oh
can
my
you
gosh.
even- but think about that for a second, though.
I know.
The message that you're trying to push
That's what I'm
home,
saying.
this tear-jerking moment, and
Yeah, and all of a sudden somebody
Daryl-
breaks out into laughter, and it's like, wait a
Daryl,
minute,
dick,
you know?
right?
Well, it's so funny because Ian's a good-looking kid. He's like 27. Obviously, I'm old enough to play his mother. And there was a scene where I have to hug him,
Mhm.
and I hugged him. I'm like, oh, because he's very nice, takes good care of himself. And we had to do the scene, numerous times, of course, just to get it right,
Yeah.
because it's going to be on camera. It's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, I'm joking. But yeah, as far as the bloopers go, there's always stuff that happens on set that you have to stop and change your underwear or be like, I have to go and recoup. It's just the business, right?
And it
You
really
guys have
doesn't
bloopers, I'm
matter.
sure?
We
Yeah.
are.
And it really doesn't matter if it's like a serious
This
scene
whole show is a
or-
blooper.
Yeah. Well, for one, yeah.
Yeah, we will ask you later in the show about probably one of give us a couple memorable bloopers. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've had, as musicians, we've had bloopers, and the people that listen to the show on a regular basis do not want to hear them again.
No.
But
No.
wait a minute.
They've heard them.
No, hang on. Keep talking for a second. I want to. You know what I'm thinking when I'm pulling
I'm
up?
a little nervous, which is why I'm
Oh,
drinking my
no,
liquid
not-
courage. So
are you-
go ahead and
You found that, didn't, or you saved that, is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I do
keep
now.
talking for a second.
All right. All right. So
Go ahead.
anyway, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if like the role is a serious role or not, but there's still somehow somebody breaks out into some sort of, laughter, or there's something happens on set where you're just like, hold it,
yes,
as opposed to like
absolutely.
a comedy where it would be probably laughter all the time,
right.
I've
only been the one movie I get shot in Long Island, which is still actually being produced. That is my first full feature comedy, which is why I'm going all the way to Long Island to do it.
Right.
I need some more comedy reels. I only have one little blurb of a comedy, and that's a completely different animal right there. Completely different animal.
I'm sure it is.
Can't find it.
Good. 'Cause
Oh,
where
I
you
know
were
what the
going.
joke was. It was, why did Big Papa trip over the stage?
Yeah.
Because he thought
tried
he was
to
dropping
do
the
the
beat.
beat.
Instead, he was dropping
Dropping
on
his
his
seat.
seat. Yeah. So we dabbled with this AI app last night where we're goofing
Oh.
around, and I said, well, let's ask the AI, give me a joke about when I tripped on stage
Yes.
and fell on my ass, and that's what it came up with. Says, why did Big Papa fall on his ass on stage? Because when he thought he was dropping the beat, he was dropping on his seat instead,
Yes.
or something. But anyways,
The checks, CBT or GBT or
GB, yeah, it was pretty cool actually that we were playing around with it.
Yeah.
extremely it's scary as hell, but
That's what he said.
Extremely.
Yeah,
And I know that they're banning it in schools because kids are writing their paper with it.
oh yeah,
It's
Mhm.
crazy.
yep.
You
They
writing
knew
your
about it
paper with
before
it?
I did. Yeah,
I would have been a straight A freaking student. Damn it, that would have been. I could have been a doctor right now.
Yeah, right.
yeah. I got a kid in college right now, so we've had that discussion.
Oh,
Mom, please send me a 200-page report.
yeah.
But you know what? It's amazing though. You could ask this. We're going off subject, but yeah, that's what the show is. You could say to it, write me a movie script or write me. We
Yeah.
even said, give me dialogue between two podcast
Yep.
co-hosts about this. And it spit this thing out
Literally
in
within
6 seconds.
6 seconds. It's like, holy cow.
It could have been
That
20.
is 3/4 of the reason that the writers went on strike.
Really?
Because the companies would rather use a device like AI to
Yep.
write a script than actual human beings, and
Wow.
it's going to put a shit ton of people out of work.
Wow.
So
Because
I know
I
the
don't-
writers, they're almost, I think today, as of last night, they had settled. It's not official, but I know that was definitely one of the caveats because, it's bullshit.
It's
They're
just
gonna use
crazy.
AI for background people too, for background work.
Right.
Which
Exactly
and
right.
SAG is trying to fight now too, because a lot of people, they use background work to pay the bills, and
Right.
you have to have $27,000 in order to get health benefits through SAG. So
Oh,
if
wow.
they stop using people and just use AI, all those people aren't going to have an income.
Look at how they're
Man.
doing CGI for actors and actresses now. I mean, they've done whole movies
Yeah, exactly.
where the actress does, what was the space movie there with what's her name? Shit.
Oh, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars?
Yeah.
You know what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
When
Yeah,
she
you-
died before production was over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. They put her in the movie and
Yep.
she didn't even have to be there. It's like,
No.
who do they pay?
Well, you look at, I mean,
Her family, her state?
yeah, who knows? I mean, you look at video games. It's like you're playing a real human.
I know.
It's
It's
weird.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
It's cool, but if you look how it can impact your career.
Yeah.
So
My
many
career,
people.
photographers.
Yeah.
You can pay $17 for artificial intelligence, and you can get like 20 to 30 headshots done.
Wow.
And I mean, and a lot of them are just convoluted. Like I just did it to see what they look like. I've got very good friends that are photographers, but I had to see what it looked like.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had one where I had my hand like this, and I had an extra digit coming out of here.
Oh,
Another one,
God.
my eye was going this way and that way, and like it was just really weird shit. So
Wow.
I would never ever use it again, but I had to try it. I
So-
had to see what it was
Got
all
an
about.
eyeball in the middle of
So
her
that
head.
headshot is the one you sent for the new making of the new Goonies movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
I had to use
Right.
it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby
I just-
Ruth.
Yeah, right?
I can't.
No,
I was gonna-
don't.
It's going to do the whole voice thing now.
Nah, let it go.
I don't know. Hurts your family's feelings.
Anyway,
So what's the process for you? I mean, do you just
when
like
you get a script, what's your?
I wasn't even going to go there.
Oh, I was.
No, you shut up. Is there like classifieds where they're looking for people
Well, that's
and you
original.
you start scrolling through that going, "Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could play that. I could play that." I mean, or do you have an agent that you have at this level? Do you I mean, does it make sense, or do you just represent yourself? I'm kind of curious how that works.
Yes, and yes.
Oh, well,
Oh, okay.
great.
So
Freaking
yes,
blanket
there are-
answer.
You're very smart, Mike. There are
Don't do it,
agencies out there.
Laura. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I saw the head got a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
The hat just got tight.
Yep,
Yeah.
I
real
have to
tight.
switch the different hat.
Yeah, there's things on internet called Backstage, Actors Access, casting networks,
Okay.
things of that nature. And yeah, you pay a yearly fee for that. You upload your headshots, you upload a resume, and then you fill out a profile. So
Okay.
what they do is they send you emails that are for jobs that you would fit,
Right.
age-wise, look-wise, whatever.
Sure.
And then you go on there and you look at it and see, okay, they're filming here, they're paying this, or they're not paying, or, vice, whatever. And then you submit. And statistically, if you had 20 auditions and you got one, that was good.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right.
Now, because we're doing everything via self-tapes, we're not auditioning in the room anymore because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 out of 40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because
And those stats are fairly true because I think I'm racking those numbers up. So
Right.
yeah, it's very, very hard.
no. At least sometimes you could weed people out because you knew they couldn't get there. coming from Idaho or something
Yeah.
to go to
L.A. or
to
whatever.
New York City or Chicago or whatever.
Yeah.
So now they can just send it over the internet and be done with it.
It's it. And they can stay in their pajamas and, drink their wine or whatever they want to do and look through hundreds and hundreds of them as opposed to looking at 30 people, that they kind of narrow down, which
Right.
I appreciate it because I don't live in New York City, but I've had a lot of opportunity to do some stuff there. And I will always drive there. You want me tomorrow, I can get there tomorrow. But
Right.
It's definitely opened doors for me, for sure. Because I had training now. I have training from people in LA. I had training from Second City, Chicago, improv. I mean, you can't get much better than that. So I've been very fortunate there. People in New York, like, it's amazing. I've made friends in Australia. So COVID was somewhat of a blessing for me professionally, and that's about it. But I do have an agent as well.
That's cool.
I have an agent out of New York.
Okay.
But I do more of my stuff. I get 95% of my own work.
Do you find it? Do you find that you'll take anything, or do you just, at your point, did you like, no, that's not what I want to do?
7 years ago, yes. Even probably 5 years ago, yes, because I was still building my resume and my demo reels.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I have enough experience now. I've racked up enough to be a little choosier. I will not take or look at a project that doesn't pay unless there's 5 factors. Obviously, is your pay? How's the director? Are they organized? This is going to help my career in the future. And if there's 3 out of 5, then I'll do the project.
Right.
Okay.
So it all depends. It all depends on those factors. It's not always pay, but 85% now I would definitely expect to get paid for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
In case you're interested in becoming an actor.
I am not.
I always thought I could do it.
You can do it. If Daryl can do it, you can do it.
Oh God, yes. You kidding me? Let's not go down that road.
I thought I could, and then I joined drama club in school, and I was like, "Oop, maybe not."
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's different. That's theater.
It's so different.
Yeah,
But a lot of those theater people become actors.
Theater's hard. I've done theater. Theater is different, very different than film because it's okay if you're a theater and you go into film because theater people are very, very elaborate and, they extend and they have to go back to the back of the room.
Right.
So directors and producers, they can, knock them down for a film because they don't have to do that in a film. You can talk just like we do. To go from film to theater is very different. Extremely hard because you're so used to just having a normal conversation like this.
Mm-hmm.
In theater, you have to be more expressive. You just have to be.
Right.
And I love theater. I miss it. I definitely am going to keep, I keep auditioning for theater, and if it's the right part for me and it's the right time, perfect.
Yeah.
But theater folks are no joke.
Musical or just?
Yeah. Is it musical or like an actual play?
Are you musical?
I wish I had a stronger voice. I don't do musicals. I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I normally just do regular theater.
Can you
I
sing?
think I might go maybe for an ensemble sometime, but
can you sing?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends on
The whine.
The whine.
Yes. A lot of people can get
tone.
real.
I have good tone. I just don't have good range. If that makes sense.
It does.
No, it does definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jeff.
Yeah, just like me.
Jeff, he has
I have something.
some range, some tone, but not a lot.
No.
And I can't play guitar worth a shit. So
Right.
there you go.
You're a perfect match.
That's right. I'm ebony and he's ivory.
Aw.
Cute. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I noticed a lot of shorts that are out there, and a lot of stuff gearing toward like the horror industry. You don't see a lot of like compelling comedies or even like suspense or just regular dramas. You always see like the amateur Texas Chainsaw Massacres. They're trying to be reinvented with new actors and directors and everybody. Do you find that you see those in the listings and you're like, oh, how many more times am I going to get a machete to the head? You know?
No, horror is my genre. I love it.
Okay.
It's my niche. Yep. My goal in life is to be on Ryan Murphy production and preferably American Horror Story. Like that's my dream.
Okay.
And it's a big dream, but it's my dream. But yeah, I love horror. I did quite a few horror things this past year, and 2 of them were full feature. I did a Friday the 13th fan film 2 years ago, and that was amazing. That was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
People love the classics.
Yes.
And as long as they're done well, people will keep watching them.
I think we...
Did you get killed in this Friday the 13th?
Everybody gets killed.
I know. I was the killer.
Were you really?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I got to put an axe through Jason's head.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Put an end to his life. Okay.
It was awesome.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see if Spookhouse Props is going to make any kind of mask for a movie around here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who that is. That's Jimmy Falco is a very well-known guitar player from around here. Plays with Scars and Stripes. And
I just saw those guys.
Yeah.
I just saw them last weekend. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's the guy with the long black hair.
Right. So
Always has a bandana on and sunglasses. And
his claim to fame is the Michael Myers mask.
Yes.
And he makes them so good that, and he does all the, everybody thinks there's just one mask. There's a mask for every movie that has just some subtle differences.
Yeah.
And he makes them spot on to the point where, he's selling those masks for a lot of money. And that's his business.
Mm-hmm.
So he does it all here in Syracuse, and it's just phenomenal work. If you ever get a chance, for those listening, Spookhouse Props.
Yeah, Spookhouse Props. Check it out.
Look it up.
I'm writing that down right now.
Yeah, he's
when you say his claim to fame, you don't mean the original. He didn't do the original.
No,
mask.
but
He didn't do the original, but I'll tell you
he
what.
knows the gentleman that did the original. He also knows the gentleman who played the
him.
original,
Yes.
and they're all friends. And they look,
Yep.
and they look at his work, and they're like,
Holy cow.
yeah, he's
that's awesome.
Look him up. Look Spookhouse Props up on Instagram, and you can see
Or
everything that he has done.
Facebook.
That too.
He goes live while he's making them.
Yeah, he does go live every now and then while he's making them.
Yeah, you can watch the
You
process.
can watch the process and
He's putting
stuff.
the hairs on one at a time. It's really incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 'tis the season right now, so that
Exactly.
stuff's gonna.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's taking orders now for next Halloween.
Yep.
Next Halloween.
Yeah,
Yes.
and beyond. Yeah, because that's how
Yep.
Good for him.
So, but but they do more than just that. They've got
They do.
the nun, the killing nun. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's just
I don't
very-
watch that stuff, but they do the masks for that.
Yeah.
So, but it's great to see that happening here in Syracuse more and more. Not just the murder stuff, but when I see the school being used,
Yeah.
the old Zog
Yep.
elementary there, and that's some neat stuff, and I think it's about time. Anytime you saw anything that was shot here years ago, and there wasn't a lot of them,
No.
it's like, I got to get that. There was a movie years ago that had like Zane and a couple others that, I think it was called Freak Talks About Sex, which had nothing to do with sex. It was just
Right.
these two guys, and then they changed the name to something else when it hit DVD. But it was all filmed here, and they made reference to
Yes.
oh yeah, would you go to the Pump House last night? And they're talking about the bars and this, oh, she's from Salve and this. I mean, it was. I found it interesting because it mentioned all the stuff that was relevant of the time.
Well, they did like a Easy Rider-ish movie here.
Well,
As well.
Yeah, that was not too long ago.
Right. And they filmed a bar scene or two in Manoa.
Right. A lot of it was done right down here near Royal City and everything.
Yes.
What was his name? Kevin Berenger?
Kevin Berenger, I think.
Yeah, I think he was in that. But, a lot of stuff being filmed here lately. So that's kind of cool for you and everything. But
Yeah. We we had that great tax break here for a very long time.
Yes.
Which drew some more people here, but it definitely brought American High here, which that's great. It's amazing for the economy and
Yep.
I don't think people realize that it's a bidding war when movies are being shot between here and a lot in Canada, because Canada will give all kinds of benefits and perks.
Huge tax breaks, yes.
Versus going to shoot in New York City.
Yes.
And I think our climate allows, we have all 4 seasons here where a lot of places don't. So if you want a winter scene, shoot here in the winter. If you want spring or summer, same thing.
Right.
And
I mean, fall is absolutely gorgeous around here.
sure.
You can't beat fall here. You really can't.
I love when I see a movie or a television show, like, let's say, Blue Bloods.
Okay.
You know, well, we had to go up to Syracuse, and I'm like, first of all, you're driving and there's a mountain on your right.
I know.
You are not in Syracuse. You're lying right now. You have not gone past White Plains.
Well,
you know, you're like at 177th Street and a couple blocks, and that's
Criminal Minds did one too, and it was based out of Syracuse as well, and it was, they weren't even near here.
No. They seriously, they go maybe Lower Hudson Valley.
Right.
That's upstate New York to them.
Usually Catskills, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're going, we don't have mountains like that in the
No.
outskirts of Syracuse.
No.
You know, and we don't have people that live in like Kentucky huts. I mean, this is a real city, so stop portraying us this way.
Right.
But now that we have an outlet for them to come to and tax breaks and everything else, let's get more to do here.
Absolutely. There's a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff and I are here.
Right.
We just haven't been discovered yet.
Right.
You
We're
got it,
getting
mate.
there. We got 6
Now, don't
more.
go get all fangirl on us now. You met
we got 6 more years to go because she's been doing it for 7.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you know, and she's already played Daryl's wife.
Exactly. So.
Daryl's wife.
Yep. Daryl's wife. You have it written down, don't you?
A couple times. I got an underline. I'm going to ask him.
Okay, good.
What's going on? I hear you have a wife now.
Wait till I see him on Friday. I'll be like, hey, I met your wife.
So if I get to him first.
We're getting divorced. Wow. Speaking of playing a role with the other opposite sex, you know, one thing that we talked about is, do you ever? I mean, you're married, so in real life, 25 years. Okay, well, so that's
good for you.
It could be getting stale now.
Honeymoon's over. Yeah.
I'm gonna go kiss a guy tonight. Yeah, whatever.
And
pick me up Taco Bell.
Right.
Do you find that weird sometimes, or I mean, do you have the discussion with your husband? Look, this role has me doing this.
Right.
Here's the picture of the guy.
I haven't had that on film yet. I only had it in theater.
Okay.
And it was such a it was actually a comedic thing at the end where he kind of dips me.
Mm-hmm.
So when he dipped me, his head was covering my face, but it looked like he was hitting my mouth, but it was really hitting here.
Right.
Okay.
So so it wasn't a big deal. I have not been given a role yet where I have to actually kiss anybody.
You would
so if you did, would you have that discussion with your husband?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
And
he knows there's limits. He knows there's things I would never do.
That was my
But he also knows I'm a professional, you know, as far as acting goes, and he knows that, you know, we've been together 25 years and we're very happy, and
good.
You know, nobody's gonna get in the middle of that. But
right. Good.
He supports me a lot.
What? Take 137. Damn it.
Right. Son of a.
Why does she keep raising her elbow at the end? It's a nervous tick. I'm sorry. Let's do it again.
Right.
Again.
Oh, you got home. So how was shooting today? Yeah, it was all right.
I don't know. I gave the guy a black eye.
I know. I had to kiss this guy. Well, what do you look like? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Till the movie comes out.
Nothing you'd be interested in.
What the hell is that? Yeah.
Making out with Fabio or whatever.
Yeah. Who was at the show tonight? Like when we play out, who was at the show tonight? Nobody. Couple people, couple girls. Well, did they talk to you? No. Till Facebook comes out.
I know.
Yeah, and it's like, who was that? Oh, I didn't even notice that person was there.
You guys still have movies?
He's married to his.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I mean,
you know, it's there's, you know what, we never had. We didn't have group. You know why we didn't have groupies? Because we didn't stick around.
No.
We've been playing for a long time. So to the point now where I've been playing as a musician. I've been pretending to be a musician.
I mean, look,
for 35 plus years.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, that was the ultimate goal when you started this whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was to
you know?
to get the groupies or to
But
whatever
now,
meet chicks.
it's like, why?
My feet hurt, my legs hurt. I've
I
been
just wanna
standing up
pack
here.
up and go home.
Yeah, but sitting here singing for 4 hours and now
Right.
you want to talk? No.
Now you beat them off with a stick.
Yeah,
right?
no, not even
No.
close. No, maybe a
No.
little sheep's hook. Get away from me.
Yeah.
But no, because our people that come see us are just as old as us, so they didn't want to get out of
Right.
the chairs. And you're like,
No.
never mind. Yeah,
No, I mean,
I didn't stick around. We'd play, we'd pack up, we'd leave.
Yeah.
And every now and then, if we had a younger person in the band, they would stay and drink, and we'd be like, "See ya,
Dude.
yeah,
Gotta run.
peace out. I'm
Yeah.
going home and put my feet in."
I became friends
water.
with a woman this year through golf, and her husband is Mike Nemus from Trucks,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and they just played out at Township 5 this past summer. And they always had a great following as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there was some groupies there. I mean, definitely, our age, but
Yeah.
they were definitely feeling that vibe, so
Have you been to bike night at Sharky's on a Thursday?
Right.
I have actually.
Same people that were there 20 years ago, or not
Are
there, but
still there.
same people seeing the same bands for
Yeah.
20 some odd years. But luckily for us, we're like, wow, she still looks good. But some of the other kids might be
Right.
like,
What are you talking about?
I think
Yeah, but
my,
your eyesight's probably gone too.
yeah, well, exactly. I think
Hence the
who the hell was there? Somebody
Yeah.
somebody was there, and their kids were there with us. Oh, a friend of my cousin's, and she was there. Her son was there with
Yeah.
us, and he's like, "Man, this place is full of old people." And I'm like, "Hello, I'm the old people you're referring to."
right.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not 22 like you, there, fella.
Right.
But I think everybody looks great.
Yeah.
So, I guess you just have to stay within your lane.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely.
So, but I'm glad to see that that you'd still talk out what you did, and you've already said there's some roles now at this point that you're not going to take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would never do, not that anybody needs to see this, but I would never do full nudity or even partial nudity. I mean, I would
Okay.
do implied stuff like that, but never to the extent that other actors and actresses will do.
Yes.
So just,
Yeah, I haven't been asked to be in any of those roles.
No.
And speaking of roles, for that clear reason.
Well. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd be in a comedy. I'd love to be in a comedy.
That would be like the ultimate.
or
Yeah.
the movies of my people.
Yeah.
The Goomba,
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodfellas kind of, whack 'em kind of stuff. But
No, I comedy would be the coolest probably thing that would be great.
yeah,
It's, and it's also the hardest.
Okay. Do tell.
Hands down, it's the hardest to do because of if you're not naturally funny or naturally witty, you it's all timing and delivery and
right. Yeah, Jeff, you're screwed.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it's definitely more, it's harder than drama for me anyway. But I get that. I talk to a lot of actors; they feel the same way.
I think if a person thinks they're funny and they're not, that makes it even more difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they can't deliver a line that sounds unforced.
right.
Sometimes I think I'm a lot funnier than I am, but I get reeled in really quick. Even my daughter will
Yes.
be like, "Nope, didn't work, Dad." I'm like, "Okay."
Like Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I get that from all three of my girls.
Trust me, growing up, if she could have been an actress, she could have played a slot machine because her eyes rolled in her head more than the lucky sevens at Vegas. Trust me. Yeah. So what? First of all, I guess we're going to come to that point in our show where we do ask you, tell us about your biggest blooper moments. Something that, on film,
Yeah.
they're on film.
They're on film.
So,
It's never going away.
right.
The internet is forever.
Yeah.
It's-
So there wasn't
it is.
one, when we ask you musician, tell us about your biggest blooper on stage or something that the fans didn't notice.
Right.
They may tell us I was hammered.
Yeah.
The one guy said, I think I'm playing on stage right now. He was first time he had drank,
First time he had drank in like years.
and he's like,
And all of a sudden he said that he turned to a singer and he goes, I think I'm playing right now.
I
So
think
he takes a bottle of water,
the singer does
throws it on him
to wake him up.
to wake him up a little bit. And now he's like,
Holy
okay.
shit. I can't feel my
I
fingers.
can't feel my fingers.
So,
Oh my God.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so we suggest that you listen to the show. You'll hear who that was. And the next time we ask you, you can tell us who we
Who
were
it
talking
was.
about. There is
All
a
right.
quiz. So
That
give us.
wasn't Vinny the drummer, right?
No, not Vinny the drummer.
No.
We loved you. But that was a great.
It was
a great
actually fun.
show.
I was really kind of weird. I was like,
Well,
I wonder how
because
this is going to go.
no, that went great.
And it was really good.
He was interesting. I like
Who
Vinny.
knew that he?
Who knew that he dated Laura for how long did he say? 5 years?
I think that's what he
5
said.
years. He dated Laura
Yeah.
for 5 years.
Liars.
But who knew that he worked for NASA?
I
You
know
know what I
that
mean?
was
You know
the
what I'm
thing
saying?
that threw me off. It
It
was
threw me off big time.
I didn't. I have to. I'm be honest. I didn't listen to the entire show. So, but yeah, I know. Sorry, I can't lie.
That's
I'm
it.
a good liar. I'm an actor. I'm not a lie.
Yeah, where's our Price is Right theme?
Get out of here somewhere.
I only caught the part where you said Tuesday's guest, where you weren't as excited about Tuesday's guest than you were Monday's.
Oh, no,
So, yeah.
we always say we're excited for Monday
How
and
about your
Tuesday's.
blue
Oh
one?
yeah. No, yeah. We did say. Well, no, it was this.
Yeah.
Typically, when we say we are excited today on this show, and we're like, because we just got done.
Yep.
It's like he just left here because we edit. We add all the things that we have to add. There's a lot more that people don't realize.
No,
Oh, I totally get it.
We record. We
it's like
record
making a
this
movie,
show.
but within like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So we have audio
Yes.
for an hour, and we have video for an hour.
hour.
And the video isn't the audio that we use.
Right.
So when we get done, we have to lay all this on top of and make sure it's
Make sure
exact.
When
Otherwise,
you say yes, that your mouth is saying yes at the same time.
yeah,
and
we
the
don't
sound
want
is
it to
coming
look
out
like
right.
an old
Yeah.
kung fu movie.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it used to be that it took us, holy shit, it took us an hour and a half
Oh,
or
easily.
more just to get it lined up. But now we're getting good at it.
Right. And I will tell you this little story for this gentleman over here.
This better be
We
a
put-
compliment.
We put the video up.
Oh, this is the insult.
I go home,
You're a dick.
and my wife says to me, she goes, "There's an echo." And I go, "What do you mean there's an echo?" She
I
goes,
thought you were
"Listen
going
to
to
it."
compliment me, you asshole.
Hold on, I will.
She doesn't care.
No, she doesn't. So I said an echo, and she goes, "Yeah, listen to this." Well, what happens is if we don't turn the video volume down itself and use the audio from the board,
You get both.
you get both, and it echoes.
And if it's off by a tenth of a second
oh,
or 2/10 of a second,
It's like delayed.
yes.
Yeah.
So you have to
Yeah.
drop it out. So
You do.
this is our apology again
right.
to Mr. Sam Vecchio,
Yeah. Oh my
who
God.
had to have 2 episodes
Two
because the
episodes.
first one was all fogged up.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you listen to Sam Vecchio,
An extra special guest.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now
What?
we're getting better at it.
Yeah, we are.
How long did it take me yesterday?
I think last night or the other day was like
Go ahead.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. It was like 90 seconds. What are you talking about? Once we dumped off the first
Oh well,
half.
once we I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yes.
I matched it up in 90 seconds because I said, I think it's about 13.23. He goes, really? You're going to put 0.23 seconds? I'm like, yep.
Yep, I am.
And it was dead on.
Yeah, I totally commiserate with you guys because again, we're self-taping everything. So I have to
So
do
do
my
you
lighting, my sound, I have to edit, I have to splice, I have to do so I don't, not to the extent of you, I don't have to do an hour
Do you-
show, which is hours of editing. But
do you
I
ever have to
get
do
it.
overdubs?
I have not had to do it, but I've looked it up to where I have to overlay the volume and underneath the
Right.
Right.
yes. And I've seen it. I think when Ian and Matt were editing the music video, I was watching just because I was fascinated by the whole
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, oh yeah. for
People
sure.
don't understand the worst part of editing or doing anything digitally right now is the time it takes to render once you have done what you do.
Right.
And if we record an hour show for you, listeners,
Yes.
it takes us an hour to render
To
it.
render it.
And if it gets screwed up, it takes another hour to fix it and render it again.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been here till
Folks will be seeing my podcast in 2028.
your
Wow,
podcast.
I
Your
love it.
podcast will be online this evening.
Yes.
So
This evening. That's fast.
oh yeah, no, we're getting good at it.
We're
Damn.
easy.
It'll be up this. We are getting good at it.
We are getting good at it, but the
Don't
one
jinx us.
time that we
I don't know if
keep
that's the we or the I. I don't know.
the one time that we keep
Getting good at it.
the one time that we keep saying we're doing real great,
It's going to take.
and that's going to take forever.
Then the episode will never get up.
You jinxed yourself. Yeah,
Laura,
you can't say that.
Laura, I'm sorry.
That's why we do 2 episodes a week, because if one gets all frogged up, we can throw the other one in its
Correct.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, never get cocky. That's key.
Yep.
Right?
Well,
That's correct.
it's too late. So give us your blooper.
Give us- yeah.
Oh my gosh. My blooper.
Or 2.
I mean, I don't know if there's nothing you would have seen because it would have been edited out. There's always things like I backed up into a light once and it fell. And it broke.
Oh.
And those matched. Yep. So I felt really bad about that. They were very kind to me though, and don't worry about it. It happens, yada yada. But that was not cool.
Don't worry, we can get another one from the thrifty shopper.
Get her off my set.
I did a zombie movie this past year, full feature. That's another one I worked on. It's still being produced. And I was fighting with someone and I was getting really, really amped up. Like the adrenaline, like when you're behind or in front of the camera, your adrenaline takes over. Like it just really does. So you're not really understanding how strong you are or, what's going to come out of your mouth. Sometimes it's all like just a blur. And I was fighting with this other gentleman and I literally was fighting so hard that he tripped over my foot. He flipped over and he's like, Laura, you have to let me win sometimes. Like,
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. I'm just really trying to make it look real.
Right.
So, yeah.
Who's going to make the blooper reel?
That's cool. Yeah, right. I want to make the blooper reel.
Right.
Pull my finger.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
crap,
one needs to hear
sorry.
that.
Oh my God.
That would
Yeah.
be funny.
And there's just,
It would.
editing things. Like my son, when he was home, he's in college, but he was one of my best readers. He liked to read for me. Well, he didn't like to read for me. He just did. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just remember doing the tape and all of a sudden I'm talking. It was very dramatic. And I see his curly cute hair in the frame. And I'm looking at it. And I said, I can see your hair. I go, it looks like a freaking bug across the thing. And all of a sudden he's looking in the camera like this and, like this. And he's the funniest kid I know. I love him. He's such a clown. But I will always remember that. Always. I even did TikTok on it, actually.
Is
Did
he
you
going to
really?
be an actor?
Is he going to be an actor?
Yeah.
He could. He's been in things with me.
Has he?
He's
Okay.
going to be an architect, actually.
Oh. He
Yeah.
could design the set.
He's going to school for that. So maybe he'll buy me a production company someday and just build it for me. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, we always have hopes that our kids are going to
yeah.
do something like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with a
Cheeseburger?
mixed double from Hyde's right about now. So
Anyway.
my daughter and I are at dinner the other night. 2 nights ago. We're in Buffalo, and the bill comes. I never think my daughter's going to pay, but she looks at me. She says, "Didn't you bring me up that the man always pays and I should never, and a woman should never pay?" I said, "Yeah, your boyfriend,
Right.
not your father. It's your boyfriend should have to pay every
Right.
now." And she's like, "Nope." She says, "I've never seen Grandma reach in her pocket." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah."
That kind of backfired, huh?
Oh, holy shit! You have no idea.
Yeah.
It continues to backfire.
Yeah.
It's just- but you know what? Hey,
It is what it is.
I like to give her a hard time, but yeah, our kids,
It's what we do for our kids. We give them a hard time.
that's right. Or they give us a hard time.
That ain't no
Or
lie.
or our friends' kids give us a hard time.
That is
You don't want
no
to raise
lie.
any wusses. That's for
No,
sure.
no, that's what I
Yeah.
told her. Yeah, my daughter's the same way. Yep. We don't. I don't know. There was a point in our lives that our parents they put dirt on it. You'll be fine.
Yes.
And some of
Yes.
these kids nowadays that,
I
I
know.
can't go to work. I got a hangnail. It's
Right.
like, what are you talking about? Or I don't like that job. I'm not going anymore. Thank God I don't have that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mine's
Yeah, I honestly, the other day I was just at Dunkin' and it was really busy. I was getting, I ordered in the mobile out box of Joe and some donuts because I was going to a tailgate at SU.
Mhm.
And there was 2 women in there. They're definitely in their 50s, maybe even early 60s, one of them, just hammering away. Bam, 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 bam. And there was 3 younger folks just, picking up a receipt and looking at it and then walking over slowly. And I seriously wanted to jump over the fucking counter. Excuse my language.
It's all right.
And
we know what the word counter is.
Yeah.
and just strangle them. Because I'm like, you have these women, these wonderful women they're just kicking ass here. And
Yeah.
they're like zombies, literally zombies.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard to see. Because I was not raised like that. I not raised my kids like that.
And I think that we in any field,
Yes.
whether it's music, whether it's any kind of pardon me, holy shit, entertainment, edit that burp out.
No.
Bars, restaurants, whatever.
Get that.
You can't find good help.
No.
You can't.
No.
It's like we're waiting to serve yourself. You're
That's-
checking
that's-
yourself out. They've got
that's-
restaurants now that you've got the beer tap at the table. You're just pouring your own drinks.
Yep.
It's the only way you're going to get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't mind that.
at what point?
I know, right?
At what
I'm with
point are we
you.
going to get rid of? We're going to get
Yeah.
rid of waitresses and waiters and
You look at places like, and we are so off topic on this, but you look at places like McDonald's, Burger King.
you gotta
You're
go
ordering your own.
oh yeah,
stuff.
because they can't even.
They
They
can't,
can't
take your
put
money.
no. Oh, throw them
No.
throw them the 5 cents. Oh, it's 12.05. Here's a quarter.
Yeah, because they can't make.
Oh
Change.
my God, their heads are going to explode.
Yeah.
I know, really.
And there's no picture of a quarter. What is that?
And
Oh,
just the self checkouts like Wegmans and
Yeah.
and then oh my God, I watching the Kohl's. I'm like, they crossed the dark side. Kohl, like that's just it for me.
How much Kohl's cash an hour am I
I-
going to make doing my own checkout? Do I get vacation time?
I'm probably
I
one of the
know.
few. I'm probably one of the few people that don't mind that because I don't have to deal with anybody else but
Nope.
myself.
I won't use it. I won't use self checkout.
Yeah, I'm really stubborn with it, too.
If I'm
Somebody's
getting
got
one-
a job.
If I'm getting one thing,
Nope.
I'm out.
Don't care. The gas stations now, you don't even.
Oh,
all you
I
do is you
know.
walk up, you put what you're buying on the paper or on the
Yeah.
pad, and it scans everything all at once. Bloop. There you go.
Circle K. That's what it is.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Even that, and they stand. They got someone to stand there.
Yeah, he's behind the counter, pacing back and forth.
His whole job is to say, "Put it on the dots."
No, his whole job is to get you a pack of smokes, your chew, or whatever's behind the counter that
I'll
you
get
can't
you.
get yourself.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Put it all
Yeah.
on the dots. That's all he ever says to me.
Anyway,
We digress.
we really digress.
Wow. He did.
Sorry. So, with all that said, what is your biggest fangirl moment? Who have you met that you've like, holy shit, I'm standing in front of this person, or worked with for that matter?
Yeah.
I met Giancarlo Esposito,
Okay.
who was did you guys watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
A little bit.
He was Gus.
Oh, okay.
Gus, Bus,
Spring.
Breaking Bad.
It's Gus Fring. He was like the badass.
Uh-huh.
He was, yeah. He is an amazing actor. I've seen him in a lot of different things. And he was actually at the Syracuse Film Festival. Oh my gosh, probably 2019 or 2018. I can't remember. Definitely before COVID. He had premiered a movie there. He was getting a Sophia Award. And my mom was with me. She's from out of state. So she was with me that weekend. And I brought her to the film festival. And she was very excited about that. And the movie was great. And then we met him after. And he was so kind. He was so sweet. He's like, you want to get a picture? And he had my mom in there. And he signed my program. And he is the epitome of who I want to be professionally and personally. He's just, very kind person. And I think he's brilliant. I really do.
Cool.
That is cool. I think we've been happily surprised
Yeah.
on this show with some of the folks we've had on, some of the folks we still are going to have on.
Yep.
How just super awesome they really have been.
And yourself included.
Yes. We appreciate your kindness. But yeah, she still has stuff to plug. We didn't get to the end of the show. That's why
That's
we're
right,
almost
brother. I got a list.
We're almost there, so we better get to it.
But yeah, we're finding that, some of our biggest people that we've always admired growing up and everything as musicians that are going to be on the show or that I've been setting up. It's like, man, they're bending over backwards for us.
Yeah.
This is really
Which
cool.
is strange.
And it's nice to see that now we have some people that are, we won't mention because I've done it in the past. I've gotten in trouble for it, but that turn out to be just total tools. And you're like, yep, this is why you're where you are now. But
from Syracuse?
No.
It was a national. We'll just it was a national
artist, band. That's all.
But it was, he wanted the interview to go a certain way, and that's not kind of how we roll.
Yeah. We don't want to change. We don't want to change the show just for one person.
Right.
So.
And they shouldn't have to ask you that either.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're finding it's great. It's great to see people that are still can be decent in the industry. The band that just came to Syracuse that we said we went and saw, Femmes of Rock. Mm-hmm. Great people, great people, and you get to know.
Which one did you accost again? I heard you accosted somebody. Is that correct?
Yeah, he.
No, yes, he did.
No, I did. He fanboyed so hard. All of them, really.
I was going to say.
Yeah, no, but they're just great people, and we like to see that. So
I met Harry Connick Jr. once, and I was a total tool. Talk about tool. I was just so stupid.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I thought you said he was.
No, he was great. He was just as good looking, in person, and his show was amazing. He's so funny, beautiful voice, just a total package. And he came out, and I had a T-shirt, and my friend Chad has books of people that he's taken pictures with. He's one of those people.
Okay. Yeah.
So he comes down, and I literally have the T-shirt like in a ball, and I'm like, he pushes me to go up to him, and I've had a fantasy my whole life, just to be really cool. Harry, nice job, you're awesome, whatever. And
instead,
bring my thing up, he's like, hi. I'm like, you were so awesome. And I'm shaking, and the shirt's in a ball. He's like, do you mind if I undo this? I'm like, Chad's like, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Talk. I can't talk.
Yeah, I can't take me anywhere. But yeah, that was not, it was memorable. Yeah. Absolutely. And I got a shirt out of it, and he was wonderful.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever done that.
No.
I think no.
Honestly, no.
Growing when you have musicians as people you idolized, and they started to come here, and Syracuse was so well known for our smaller venued clubs that get big names, and when you're meeting these people, it gets to the point where you're like, you do what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, what? They put their pants on the same way we do. Right.
I mean, I sat at the movie premiere when Andy was in Knockaround Guys with Barry Pepper, Seth Green, Vin Diesel's next to me with his mom. John Malkovich is there. Everybody, and it's just they're all sitting around.
Where was this?
This was down in New York City for a premiere for the movie Knockaround Guys.
Okay.
And it was my first official, real movie premiere. I got the I think it was Warner Brothers Studio or whatever, came in the mail, the fancy, you've been invited, and I get down there, and in one of my dumb moments, everybody's walking the red carpet. They're coming up. All the people that are in the movie are walking in front of the paparazzi. They're stopping. The lights are on. The cameras are going. I don't know. I'm supposed to walk in the line behind that whole. So I'm walking with my buddy, and I get up, stop. What part did you play? And I'm like, I'm his friend. And then all the lights just went, pew. And somebody yells out, he's nobody. And I was like, no. Wow, I feel like a total dick. But it was a very surreal evening. And that was the night when I said that my 5 minutes of fame was sitting with all the guys from the movie, and we're in a circle. And, Andy being in The Sopranos, there was a couple guys from The Sopranos there. Chuck Zito was there, and a whole bunch of people. And down the spiral staircase at this theater after party comes Monica Lewinsky, and she starts walking toward us, and she walks right up to the group, and she says to Chuck Zito, "Chuck, I love what you've done with your role on Oz." And the Z doesn't roll off her tongue quick enough. And I say, "Monica, we love what you did to the president in the White House." Boom, turns around, she walks away. They all are high. They're like, because they're bitching about her. You know, she does what she did, and she gets to come to all these premieres. And, you know, we've worked our ass off to get here, and all she did was, you know, whatever.
She did right.
And so I said what I did. They're like, "You're hanging with us tonight." And I hung out with all those guys the whole night, bar hopping, and it was a very surreal. They're like, no one's ever put her in her place within seconds of her walking up. And I was like, yeah, well.
Well, it's cool that those guys were cool guys.
Oh, God.
Too.
Yeah.
They're they're big names.
Just down to earth, great people. I mean, Vin Diesel, to watch him cater to his mom the way he did.
Oh, yeah.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
You know, he's playing this badass on there, and, you know, he's, you know, running out to get her popcorn and stuff during the movie. And it was just so neat, you know, to see. And everybody else was just so cool. The only one that was kind of a little weird was Malkovich.
Well,
he was a little strange, but still sociable, but kind of strange. And then the next night.
Well, I think that, you know, well, I met Jeff Goldblum too. I was in a movie with him called The Mountain that was filmed here. And he was hanging out with us because it was a restaurant scene, and they were changing the cameras and lighting, and he was talking about his garden and his wife. And he was just, I mean, he is so down to earth, but he's just as quirky as he is on film. Like, that is who he is.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So John Malkovich being kind of strange doesn't surprise me, because that is kind of who he is, you know, but that's his claim to fame too. That's what makes people watch him. He's so fascinating to watch.
I did have a fanboy moment that day.
Here
it just dawned on me. Dennis Hopper.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis Hopper. I'm sitting, getting a drink from the bar, and he's sitting there, and he's going to light a cigar, and he goes, "You smoke cigars, kid?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he gives me a cigar, and we're sitting there, and I'm ordering a Grey Goose at the time, and he's like, "How about cognac?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my drink too." And he's getting this cognac, and he's warming the glass. I'm shooting this. I'm like, I am sitting here with Dennis fricking Hopper.
Right.
And I did the same. Like, I didn't know what to say. He's doing all the talking. He could have said, "So, you're a potato head, right?" "Yup, potato head. That's me. I'm a potato head."
Yep. Say yes.
Take my ear off, put it over here.
No, didn't take a picture, no autograph, because I don't want to be a fanboy right now. But then I, get in the car to go back to the hotel. I'm like, I have no record of this other than my words.
Right.
But that kind of made it even that much better. Maybe that's why he was like, "Hey, this guy's being cool. He's not asking me for shit,"
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
So there, and he was, in my opinion, just a true legend for the screen. So there you go. That was my fanboy moment.
Okay, good.
What are you plugging?
What you got
on your radar?
On your plate there, kid?
Smack you in the head.
So there's a film that's in the festival circuit right now that I think is going to do very well called Sendero. And it's SENDERO. And from a very talented director-writer, Michael Flores. He's actually out of the Utica area. But that's on the festival circuit. So it's a great movie. He premiered it here in Syracuse. It did very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm doing a movie currently called The Sentinel with a local amazing, brilliant writer-director. His name is Joe Cunningham. And he's going to go far. He really is. He's just going to go far. And he's just one of those guys that he described himself like this, so he's not going to get upset. He's an introvert extrovert.
Oh,
okay.
So he definitely is super quiet, one level kind of guy. But when he's on a topic, he can talk about it for hours.
Right.
And then he'll say, I'm sorry. Like, it's like, no, dude, I'm passionate about this too. Let's talk.
Right.
It's hard to talk about acting unless you're with another actor, because people don't care.
Correct.
Yeah, they don't care. So but he's a really talented guy. So that is going to go far. And I think right now is the Syracuse International Film Festival is coming up this weekend.
Yes, we've been told that from our previous guest.
Yes, we have.
Michelle Delaberto.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is September 28th through the 30th, and then October 4th through the 7th. And in fact, I'm going to fan out probably on Saturday because I'm working like probably 5 days out of the 7. But Alec Baldwin is going to be at Mohegan Manor in Baldwinsville. He's accepting an award, and he's also doing Q&A.
Getting a key.
Don't do it.
It's what? Alec Baldwinsville.
There it is.
See, they named the city after him.
There it
That's
is.
why he's going there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, that's where I live too, so it's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Key to the
Excellent.
city.
Yep.
Alec Baldwinsville.
I'm going to have to keep that one. I'm going to write that one down.
Do it.
It's all right. I just trademarked it.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got it. We've got it on
She's
film.
going to give him a key to her house.
No, she will. She said she'd never
No, I'm
do
gonna
a
get
nude.
Peter.
She'd
Her
never
his
do a
house.
topless role.
True.
And she's like, for him, I would. Rules just went out the freaking window on
Right.
that one. "Hmm,
Honey.
No,
honey,
No.
leave.
not,
Paying for
Not
a
it.
vacation for you. I'd sleep with him. Just don't have
that's a whole nother show, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Oh, the wheels on the bus come falling off.
orange is the new black.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jeff. So you've got the International House of Pancakes Film Festival, and you're doing that here.
Yep. Yeah, that's in Syracuse, Liverpool, Baldwinsville. It's spread out all over. Palace Theater, Funk and Waffles, Mohegan
cool.
Manor, Sharky's. It's
Yes, that's right.
That's the
Sharky's.
high school one, isn't it?
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
the young filmmakers show, I think, is at Syracuse.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
There you
And there's
go.
a horror festival at the Palace Theater that
Where?
night on the
The horror festival at
Oh.
the Palace Theater.
Mike, keep
Wrong.
it clean.
Oh,
Not
she said
horror.
horror.
Not-
Okay.
Horror.
The kind
I
of
thought it was a horror
you're-
festival. I was like, down on Warren Street, we've got a horror festival in front of Pavone's.
in front of Pavone. You just-
Jeff! No, sorry. Your credit card didn't work.
Thank
it's okay.
God.
Horror festival, yeah.
Yep. So there's a lot going on. Going on.
Very cool.
Well,
Yeah.
so there you go, everybody. That's what you do.
That
You
is
go
what
down,
you do.
and if you don't see Laura down there, ask for her. Find out where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
She'll sign autographs. She will.
Yeah.
she'll-
Yeah, that'd be nice.
She'll wash your car.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she will not make out with you.
Nope. Or go topless.
Or right.
And no
Sorry.
midget porn. Never.
Or yeah, forgot
midget
about
porn.
I forgot the midget porn. Sorry.
Yep.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
You do.
Laura, it's been fun. We're glad you've been a good sport. And
Yeah.
right now, people are in our lives are like, why would you go there with her? Why would you say that? Because we knew
If you only knew how
if
the
you only knew
conversation
the
started.
jokes. She broke the ice with a joke. We're not even going to go there because it was. We'd have to click 2 more boxes on the YouTube.
Yeah, you would.
Beyond
Yeah, you would.
explicit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, so thanks for being very cool. Thanks
Yes.
for being on.
Good luck with everything that
Yes.
you're doing.
Yeah. And anytime you have anything you want to plug, you want to
Let us know.
Let us know. As these things start coming available to will be watched. A lot of the shorts, we would love to see them. We don't know how to see them. If there's a way to see some of your stuff, give us a link. We'll put it up on the on our webpage, which would be www.goodbandugly.com.
Yep.
Or you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Not Twitter. No. Instagram.
You mean X. Get it right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, X now. Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
See what
it's
you
X.
did there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna move. Sorry.
Side of the aisle she's on. She's on the X aisle. Yeah.
Well,
Gave it away.
I want to say thank you guys. This was my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on.
No.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
We like what
And,
we're doing.
One of my favorite podcasts is actually Smartless.
Sure.
And have you heard of that?
No,
No.
we don't listen to anything that's subpar to the
No.
good, the band, and the ugly.
No.
Well, it's if you haven't, it's you guys are on that path. It's funny, very funny. Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes. You
Oh,
will learn that.
funny people. Okay, real. Okay,
I like
Yes,
them more.
real
and
funny
more.
people.
The
you
more
said we're on that path.
we are.
Yeah, you're funny. It's just not that funny.
The more she talks, the more I like her.
Jason Bateman is freaking hilarious. You
Yeah.
kidding me?
They are.
Yeah.
And the three of them, their chemistry is
Yes.
crazy. I mean, Sean Hayes.
Yeah.
The fact that those three are together is crazy. But I guess they started playing poker together like 22 years ago.
Oh, wow.
They
Okay.
became
Not to reel it back to a question, but I think when you've got guys like that they're in each other's movies, that they kind of like what Adam Sandler and his crew do.
Yeah.
So hopefully you will be part of a clique or
Your own crew.
your own crew that just keeps bringing
That's
back
my
the
goal.
people you work with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my goal. Absolutely.
So we wish that for
100%.
you.
I would
Yes.
be, my all-time goal is to be Sarah Paulson to Ryan Murphy. You know what I mean? Like that's
Sure.
to another director like that. That's
Yes.
always going to keep bringing me back and bringing me back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a true.
And
It's
I
a
will.
true testament of a good relationship, professionally and personally, when you keep bringing the same person. So yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And I will tell your husband Friday night that you said hello.
How do you know?
Her acting husband.
Oh, her acting husband.
Oh,
I'm like, what the
I'm
fuck
like,
are you talking
really?
about?
Because I'm not even going to see him Friday night.
He's hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We sent him an email.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want the real scoop. Scoop.
Yeah. Scoop.
Yeah. No, Daryl.
Yeah.
Just give him
Daryl
some
Ryder.
bourbon, you'll get it.
Yes.
You'll get it.
So
An open
yes,
book.
you're.
When he watches this, he'll be like, "Oh,
I see.
Mm,
I see how it is.
Yep.
Her glass has been empty for a while now, so she's getting parched.
she is."
really has. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thanks,
your time,
Laura.
and we will send us an email. Let us know your mailing address. We'll shoot you out a Good, the Band, and the Ugly T-shirt.
Yep.
So,
Yay!
yes, that you'll have to send us back
All
a
right.
picture of.
Yeah, you have to send us back a picture of you wearing it.
Yeah,
I will put that all over my social media if you're cool with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
we would love that.
For sure.
Yeah, I love promoting people, so thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll do the same for you.
Yes. Anything you need, you're part of the GBU family now. You
Yep.
see somebody on, you want to interrupt the issue.
If you want to interrupt it.
Yeah, we're not
Interrupt.
editing out that burp either, by the way.
Oh
Nope.
my God. It's like,
Oh, no, she's crying.
Oh, I
I want
thought,
to thank my family and my teacher from third grade.
don't forget to thank God. You want to thank God.
My teacher
I haven't been to
third
church in
grade.
23 years. I want to thank God.
God. Yeah.
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 God's,
So,
God's up there going,
I don't even know you. Why are you thanking me?
there you go. We got to use the
Thank
God
you,
voice
guys.
twice thing. Thank you so much. Have a
So-
great evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank
Yes.
you.
thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go, Jeff.
There
That's
we
the
go.
Time.
It is that time.
It's that time to
Let's
end this.
get the hell out of Dodge.
That was a great interview, though. I
was.
enjoyed it. Truly enjoyed it. She's a lot cooler than Daryl was.
She's a lot cooler than Daryl said she was. I'm going to throw that out
No,
there.
he didn't. Say
I'm
No, he didn't say
No, I
that.
know, he
Don't
didn't- he
start
didn't-
shit,
so
for
did not say
God's
that.
sake. So, we're starting this now.
We are.
You've been listening to The Good, watching The Good,
The Band.
The Ugly. I'm Big Papa.
I'm Jeff.
Don't forget to stop out and see our friends at Hawk Medical Supply, Sharky's Event Center, TJ Life's a Beach, Good Nature Brewery, The Print Shop Underground, Snarky Productions, Toffee Break Toffee, and of course, Smokehouse, Angry Smokehouse for some smoked meat. Thanks, Laura, for being on the show. We will talk to you next week. Peace. See how it's done?
I did it better.
Shut up.
Okay.